Hi, George DeJohn and Dr. Jeremy Webster. We're talking about sugar cravings. Who in America doesn't have an issue with either a sugar or a salt craving today? Seems like everybody has this issue. So how do we tackle a sugar craving? First, let's talk about what can cause a sugar craving.
Well, the important part of this is to know that there's multiple things that can cause this. So if, let's say you have insulin resistance, maybe you are not processing sugar very well and your cells aren't accepting sugar into them for energy. Well, you're going to crave sugar because your body's craving energy. That's one thing that can cause sugar cravings. But there are other things. There are other things like, let's say you have a serotonin deficiency. Serotonin is that chemical in your brain that's implicated in depression, but it's also implicated in increased pain threshold, or decreased pain threshold, meaning you experience more pain than you should. It's also implicated in sugar cravings. So if you are low in serotonin, your body craves sugar because that's going to help your brain make a little bit more serotonin.
So that's the reason for craving sugar. How do we curb the sugar craving? Are there certain things we should introduce into our eating plan? Are there certain exercise programs maybe we should perform that will curb those sugar cravings?
Yeah, exactly. If it's an insulin resistance problem, there are nutrients that we need to be taking. When I say insulin resistance, I'm talking about pre-diabetes. If you continue the way you are, eating the same things you're eating right now, eventually you're going to have type 2 diabetes. So you need to start shifting toward a low carbohydrate, a low sugar diet, and there are nutrients that need to be taken as well. Chromium, vanadium, lipoic acid, taurine, EGCG from green tea. All these things help with insulin resistance. So that's one way you could tackle a sugar craving if you are pre-diabetic. Now, if you are low in serotonin, we need to get that serotonin back up to normal. And I don't mean take Prozac, because Prozac actually depletes you of serotonin over time. I mean, let's take some tryptophan, or eat plenty of protein. Let's get our magnesium and get our iron up. All these things can help bring our serotonin levels back to normal, and pretty soon you don't have as much pain anymore, digestion is better, you sleep better because you make melatonin, and you don't have as much sugar cravings. So that's one way to get it under control if you have a serotonin deficiency.
Make sure before you take any of these supplements, not only that you consult with your physician, but it's important to become tested first. If your physician does not do testing for specific supplements we've talked about today, or any other videos you've seen us do, make sure you go to Dr. Jeremy Webster's website. You'll see a link on my website, and find out how to become tested to see if you are deficient and what you're deficient in. It's so important that we do this and don't just take our health in our own hands to that extreme. But it is important that we make those changes.
Absolutely.
Dr. Jeremy Webster and George DeJohn for sugar cravings or controlling sugar cravings.